not gonna lie to you, it is July 2nd. I said immediately after yesterday's video I was going to open up the bag and do all of the, you know, the bags and do the colors and swatch, and I was just so tired. It was just about dinner time. I was feeling hangry, so I cleaned up the kitchen, made dinner, and came back and didn't get around to it. So yes, I am still in yesterday's clothes. I slept in them, no shame. Technically, this is gonna be like a 30-day challenge as opposed to a 31 because I did not get started yesterday, but there was some planning and there was some filming, so it's gonna count. So what I'm gonna do here is open up all the colors. It's gonna be so much fun. I was trying to think if there's like a better way to do this, and what I think I'm going to do is just lay them out grid style. So yeah, maybe 5 across, 6 rows down. Make myself a grid here with the 30 minis. Words are hard. Rudy had a bit of a hard night. I was up a lot with him, so forgive me if words are hard. So I'm gonna set up my grid. I think I'm gonna take a picture of each mini with its number and the name of the yarn, just to reference back to should something happen and they get all out of order. Then I'm going to move them into the order that I want to fade the yarn. It's not really a fade. Again, color change the yarn. And once I have that, again, take pictures, take some notes of that, and then we'll go ahead and start caking up so that I can swatch and get started. So here we go. In the beginning, and I did see this one on Instagram. People were opening theirs and I got to see it. So I can already see the blue. It's so pretty. Oh, look how gorgeous this is. Here, let me. I don't know if that's any better. Look at how pretty. This is so exciting. All right. So 1 in 2. It's dangerous. Another blue. Oh my God, I love this one. Look at these pops of purple with the blues and the orange and even like the little bits of green. Yeah, that's real good. That is real good. 3. Consider the coconut. Consider the coconut. More blues, but it looks like, and more pinks and greens. Oh yeah. I feel like maybe these colors will fade. Like maybe I just do them in order. I don't know, it could work, right? How it misbehaves. Oh, grandma. Ooh, I love this one. With the oranges, look how soft those oranges are. Like soft pumpkin-y orange with these pretty blues. I love it. I don't know, y'all, like, look at how pretty this is looking already. I know the lighting in here isn't the best, sorry about that. But I feel like that works, right? I feel like it's working. All right, oh, I feel like I see a lot of pink in this. Maybe this is where things start to get spicy. Again, this does not have to be a fade. My heart. Oh, look at it. Oh, I love it. Pinks and greens and purples. Yeah, this one feels pretty tropical to me, like a soft tropical. And it was Place of Chiefs, where she puts the rock at the top. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that pink. All right. 6. Perfect daughter. I could be the perfect daughter, but come back to the water. Ooh, okay. So we're getting more blue. See, I feel like that fucks up my fade a little bit. It wasn't a fade, but oh, like these colors, this screams ocean, and then you get like these little greens here. I feel like that's like a palm tree. Yeah. Even a little bit of like oranges. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. All right. I'm gonna keep going. right, it's time to see this spread in all its glory. Just look at how stunning these minis are. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And it is cohesive. You know what, guys? I think I might just do it in order. Like, I feel like that will be beautiful. Right? Right? All right, so I am going to keep them in order, which means I'm just going to put everybody back in their bags and get a basket to put everybody in. And yeah, I'll just do, I'll wind the first row, the first 6 colors for today, weigh them out 10 grams each so that I have a nice solid start. I'll have to keep coming back and doing that, and this will be good. I wonder how many minis it's going to take me to get those 2 long scarf-like panels done before I even get to the point where I'll be doing increases for the breasts. I don't know, let's take a guess. I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna be optimistic and say those first 6. Yeah, well, it also depends on how big I decide, how airy to make my fabric. I think that's gonna help a lot too. All right, y'all, I am gonna go ahead and put these all back in their bags, get them in a basket, and get this first row wound up. I'm well aware I don't wind yarn like other people, but I'm okay with that. Okay, now again, probably a better way to do this. I don't know, I've never separated balls like this before. So I weighed my yarn winder, and it was 241 grams. So I want to get to 251, 10 grams, so just a little bit more. $251. Okay, so let's see if that actually worked. Give a little snippy snip. These are not going to be the most beautifully wound cakes. Wonder if I should just hand wind it. It's probably a better idea. And let's see, is it 10 grams? Ha! 10 grams! Nice! Well, if that worked, I mean, why not? Probably quicker than hand winding. Oh, shit. I don't wind my yarn like other people, but I'm okay with that. It's fine. I'm well aware of that. Oh God, now my thing's breaking. There we go. Crisis averted. For now. I make no promises for later. People are gonna be like, she's fucking insane. Her balls don't have the right tension. Ayo. I don't care. It's fine. Welcome to the shit show. All right. If this is also 10 grams, we are just kicking ass. 10 grams! I love it when a project comes together. I am not gonna subject you to watching me do that 5 more times. Look at these beautiful cakes. It's fine. We're gonna be using them very quickly. But I'm not gonna subject you to 5 more times of that, although maybe it would be entertaining. I will say, I'm really proud of myself for doing this because there are some behind the scenes aspects of designing and my my knitting process, my crochet process, that I don't show because I'm often afraid like I'm doing it wrong. It's the perfectionist in me. But if it works for me, I'm not doing it wrong. And there's no governing body that's gonna come and like cite me and fine me and yell at me. I'm sure I'm probably gonna get some lovely internet people who will, but oh well. I can do things the way that I do them and that be fine. Sure, there may be better ways, more efficient ways, but until I learn about them, or even if I learn about them and decide I like my way better, that's also fine. There's no right or wrong way to do your craft as long as you are enjoying it. I'm really proud of myself for showing this. Here we go. I'm struggling, y'all. I mean, this is all going very well, but you know, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go in order. But now that like I've started winding them up and like seeing, I mean, they were beautiful in their skeins, but they're even more diverse when they're caked up or like put out on the Swift. And I'm like, oh, do I really want these colors to be like at the back? Like maybe I want these ones to be at the skirt. And I'm like, am I gonna just feel that way about every colorway? Or should I start further down my line? I feel like there's like a lot of deep blues and they're stunning. They're not usually my color, like that deep like blue. Maybe I do start with like where the deep blues are and then go. I don't know. Or maybe I should just do what I was doing. Everything's already back in their bags. I've already started this. Make your life easy, Chelsea. Just do it in order. But these would be so good in like the skirt or on the front. I'm not sure. No idea. Okay, so I ended up caking into the two equal mini cakes, only 4 of the yarns, because I got into my own head and was just not paying attention, and I caked up 2 of them, but I actually really like the 2 that didn't get wound into 2 balls, that were just wound into 1. So we have these 2 that are not gonna be part of the top portion, and I love it because they're all really similar. So I feel like that's fun. I'm getting like these light blues with a little bit of pink pops, a little bit of green pops, a little bit of yellow pops. They will make up the long scarf. And I mean, there are other colors that kind of fit this, so I might pull from them. So yeah, we are totally going out of order. What might end up happening is random yarn, just that's the one that goes next. We'll see. But I think these 2 are really pretty. And they're both like, the one is green with pops of pink and purple, and the other one is pink and purple with pops and greens. So I feel like those are 2 fun ones to have, maybe more in the front of the cups or the bodice or the skirt. So I feel good about that. Now it is time to swatch, take a few notes, and then cast on. Okay, y'all. So I did end up going to a little coffee shop and I did a very half-assed swatch. I don't even know if we can really consider this a swatch, but I have worked with the Little Wolf Knits yarn before. I feel comfortable in how her yarn grows from my tension blocking. So do as I say, not as I do. You should always block your swatch, but I'm not gonna. So I have this little half-ass swatch. I tried a couple different hook sizes. Or needle sizes. I think this is the one I like. This is a US 7, right? Yeah, 4.5 millimeter. I feel like the fabric is, just giving you a view right now. I feel like the fabric is open and airy enough, but still closed enough that I'm like, oh, I like this. I feel very comfortable. I'm knitting fast because my tension is as loose as my morals, I like to say. And yeah, I think this will give me a very nice, fast-paced stockinette with my knits and pearls. So based on this, my unblocked gauge is about 20 to 21 stitches is 4 inches. So I'm just going with 20.5. I don't think this is going to grow very much. It may grow a tiny bit. but from what I know with my tension and Breeze yarn, I don't think it's going to grow enough for me to need to worry that much. Anyways, so I have measured the straps of the dress. I know my width for the straps. We're going to aim for 6 inches approximately. And I measured the length. It was like 57.5 inches. So I'm just going with 58. And the other thing that I was doing, because as I was swatching, you can see maybe, here, let me flip the camera. In the first couple of rows, I just wasn't liking my edge, which is, you know, typical when you're just doing knits and purls. It kind of rolls and wraps, and I'm like, I want something different. So I went onto Pinterest and was just looking at some different options. And this is a really half-assed version, but I think I'm going to do faux hemline with double stockinette, which essentially is you need like an odd number of stitches and you're knitting and slipping your stitches just on the end for each row. So I'm going to go with that, but I'm not going to do as many as I did here. And I think that's going to look nice. I don't mind that this part rolls up this end. I think it'll block straight enough, and if it has a tiny roll, I'm fine. So I'm just going to do a long tail cast on, and yeah, I feel pretty good about this fabric. I think it's fun, nice, airy, light, pretty fabric. So I'm going to cast it on. I know my cast on amount. I know how much we're going for. And this is going to be like some basic ass. Awesome. Basic in a great way. Like not negative basic, positive basic. Yeah, we're going to be making 2 of these for 58 inches-ish. So here we go. It's July 3rd. I wanted to show you the progress since when I last talked to you last night. I made a few changes already. I think I had said that I was going to use a particular edging, like the double stockinette, something like that. I ended up hating how it looked. One side, I don't know why, but my right side, the right side of my right side, always looks so much better than my left side. I don't know what I'm doing with my tension on the left side, but anytime I'm doing selvage stitches, I just feel like it always looks kind of crappier on the left. And honestly, it's still, there's a difference with what I'm doing now, but I have cast on, started it, and got like 3 inches 5 times. I have frogged this 5 times. And finally I was like, you know what? This is meant to be a fun project. It's okay that the selvage edge looks a little wonky and it curls anyways, which I'm fine with. Even if it blocks out, I still think it's going to have a tiny bit of a curl. So I don't know why I'm stressing about this so much. So without further ado, let me show you what we have so far. Okay, so I did finish the first color. This was it 4? I'll look at my notes and I'll put it in the video. It was either colorway 4 or 6. And it looks so beautiful. And I am so happy to say that I got about 10 to 12 inches out of it. So that means I'm going to use 5 to 6 colors for these straps. Because remember, I was going to do like 58 to 60 inches. So that is very exciting. 5 to 6 colors, meaning that I will still have 24 to 25 mini balls to use for the rest of the dress. And when I say these balls are split. So half of a 20, let's try this again, Chelsea. 10 grams of the yarn got me 10 to 12 inches. So it's going to be on both sides. It's not like I need 6 minis to do this. So, and then I have this next color, which again, I'll put on screen which color this is, but I think it blended really nice. Again, definitely not a fade. This one has lots more blues and purples, and this one was more like greens and yellows and blues, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me show you what I meant about those selvage stitches on the side. So here is the right side. Well, you know, the right side of my fabric. Oh wait, no, this is the good side. Like, they look so pretty and even and neat. I'm just doing a slip one knitwise on the first stitch of my right row and knitting to the end, and then doing a slip one purlwise on the first stitch of my wrong side row. But like, I don't know if you can see, there's just a marked difference, in my opinion, in how these look. And it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. But as I said, I frogged it 5 times trying, like, okay, I'm going to keep my tension really tight on this side. But what I think that does is it makes one of my, like, the stitches from the row really tight and then creates this really long stitch. So I'm trying to, like, keep everything even. And it's just, I don't know. I need to do more research into why this seems to happen, because I do feel like it's quite a difference. Like, this side's so pretty. But oh well, fuck it. We're going with it. I just think that this is looking lovely. I have lots more inches to go. But I mean, I did restart this, like I said, 5 times after getting several inches. So I think we're going to fly through now. I might even get on my walking pad and do some walking while I knit. And the goal today, let's set big goals. Like, let's, you know, shoot for the stars here. Let's try to get one panel done today. I don't know if that's going to happen because I have other things that I need to do. But that's what we're going to go with. And I will update y'all with my progress. Hey, y'all. It's been a few days. It is July 8th. I took a couple days off from this, or was just working on it like really slowly. I was having some not super great mental health days, but look what we have done. We have blocking our straps. They are a little bit uneven. I use the same weight for each of them, but I'm going to add a little bit more to this one. I'm going to do a few more rows before I go into the increases for the cups. I went off of how many grams were left in the balls, because I felt like I was getting really close to 60 inches, which, yep, we're there. So I'm going to add, I don't know, maybe like 4 to 6 more rows on this one here. But I did want to block them because this dress is going to be much too long to block all at once. So we're going to block as we go. I love it so far. I did the 4 colors and then I decided to just get crazy. And this is colorway 5, this pink of the Little Wolf Knits, which I feel like is kind of fun to get into a new color. So I'll be starting the cups with colorway 5, and then we're going to go into the last colorway. I'm using yarns 1 through 6. They're not quite in order, but I am using yarns countdown mini skeins 1 through 6 for this. So these are the first 5. Rudy loves it, right, buddy? Yeah. Okay, don't step on it though. That's not helpful. So I'm gonna let these guys dry and add a few more rows, and then we'll get started on making the cups. But very exciting. Okay. Here we have the cups formed. Both cups are like 10¼ inches wide. I was gonna go with 11, but I think a little more negative ease will be better. Again, I'm going to be joining these together and then casting on to create like the back, and it's going to be open back. So I think less is more in this instance. We'll find out if I'm wrong. But I'm blocking in stages. So this part has already been blocked, and I've blocked from about here down. So these are still pretty wet, and they are going to dry. Rudy, did you want to say hi? He's having a hard time. If I didn't mention, today's July 11th. I haven't gotten a ton of work done this week, honestly. My mental health has kind of been in the trash. A lot of it because of this little man. Not in a bad way, just in a sad way. He's been having some hard days, and That gives me hard days. But I did manage to get this done today, and I'm feeling very excited about it. So what I think actually is going to happen next, I think I'm going to do crochet. I think I want to do a little bit of research, because usually when I combine knit and crochet, I bind off the knitting and then pick up the crochet stitches from there. But I'm wondering if I can do it without binding off. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I'll just go under each loop, make like a single crochet to go across, because I like the way that crochet hides elastic better than knitting. With knitting, I feel like I'd have to sew in the elastic, like a much thinner thread, and I would like to use corded elastic for this. So I think crochet would cover that better. And I like crochet for seaming techniques. So I think that might be what I do, is play around with doing that and crocheting the 2 cups together. And then probably foundation single crocheting the amount that I'll need to get over my booty. And then I might even do my increases in crochet as well. And then finish that off, back to the knitting needles, pick up through each of the crochet stitches, and then just work in the round. I think it could work. And obviously there'd be a row with the elastic encased in there, if I didn't say that already. But I think that's going to be the plan. So I'm still only on day 6. Well, they're not quite in order, but the first 6 days yarn has gotten me through the straps and the cups. And I still have quite a bit of that day 6 yarn left over. So I will use that to get through this join. And then, yeah, we'll move on to doing it. I do want the skirt of the dress to be very flowy. So it's going to be a lot of stitches. Even just now with the cups, I have 51 stitches on each cup. So that's 102. Math is hard. 102 stitches. And the amount of stitches that I'll need to like get around my booty. And then like, I'm thinking of doubling it. I was like, oh, do I want to do like every other stitch doubled? But I'm like, oh my God, it would be so voluminous if I double it. Then I could even double it again later. Oh, so exciting. But yeah, I at least want it to be doubled, I think. So I'm probably going to be looking at like, my guess will be close to 400, maybe more, maybe less. But I'm going to go with 400 as my estimate, is the amount of stitches that I'm going to have for this skirt. So, but it's with a size 7, US 7 needle, which I feel like for other people is more like an 8 or a 9, because I'm a pretty loose knitter on fingering weight yarn. So even though today is July 11th, I haven't really given this dress as much attention as I would like for a 30-day challenge. I still feel like I'm sitting pretty. Maybe I'm delusional, but I feel like I can do it. So we're keeping it simple. We're going to play around with it. I love the way it's looking so far. Could be absolute trash. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to let that dry and go work out and then pick it up later. So there's your update. Okay, y'all. Today is July 12th. And I think I talked to y'all yesterday whenever I had these cups blocking. Now we have joined and I'm on the skirt. I am on the skirt. I am so happy. They're not issues. The dress is fine. I'm keeping going. I'm not going back. But there are some things that maybe I would do differently next time to make it more like my orange sample, to be like truly convertible. But I like how it's going. I feel good about time, but like if I had to go back and frog, I feel like I would have been stressed about time. So I'm just going to keep plugging along. This is just an experiment. This is just a challenge. We're just seeing what happens. But let me explain what I did and show you where we're at. I have so many like loose ends and elastics everywhere. I need to snip some things, maybe weave in some ends because it's a little chaotic right now. But I did block the cups. They blocked beautifully. And I like the width of them. However, having put it on now, I think my cups are a little skimpy, which I love, but to make it a convertible dress that would allow me to do different things, they would have needed to be bigger. I have an idea for next time. If I decide to write this up and make another one, I do have another advent that I could do this for. I would continue increasing on the outside of the cup and do the gradual increases on the inside because I do like that it's like a little skimpy there. But I think having more fabric and doing the increases more rapidly on the outside too would be really helpful. You'll see, I'm gonna post a picture in this little clip here to show you what it looks like on right now. But yeah, I would probably do some things different with the cup. I have an idea to add a chain just to kind of hold the cups back so that there's no slippage. But I'm excited for next time, like, oh, that can easily be fixed. But we are moving on from there. We're just letting it go as it is. Once I had the cups, I decided to do the crochet join like we talked about, and you absolutely do not have to bind off. I just went through the loops of each knit stitch and made a single crochet and did that all the way across the two cups. I was a little worried because there's not much stretch to that, but I actually think that works out really well for this sample. So I did single crochets around. Then I did foundation single crochet and created a loop to join back with the other side of the cup. So foundation single crochet is nice and stretchy, and it also laid the groundwork for me to then the next round add an elastic in so that it cinches right underneath the bust of the dress. And once the elastic was encased, let's see. Oh, when I was doing the elastic, sorry, I had to think through what I did. I actually added increases as well. So the amount of foundation single crochets was just enough to get it over my booty comfortably. So, I could step in and that was good. But I want the skirt to be really flowy. So first I did those increases every stitch. I ended up with close to 600 stitches. It was like 550, and that I wasn't even finished yet. And I was like, this is too many. This is way too many. I did the math just for like, if I had 550 stitches and the width of the skirt was going to be 88 inches. And I was like, that's too much. That's too voluminous. I'd be worried about my yardage. If I had unlimited yardage, it might be fun to see what it looked like, but I decided to back it up. So I did increase and then regular single crochet, increase, regular single crochet around the foundation double, encasing the elastic. That got me to 400 stitches exactly. It was hilarious because I'm like 390, no way, because that was my estimate, 400 stitches. So I have exactly 400 stitches, and once I did that, I pulled up a loop, inserted my needle, and started picking up all of those stitches in knitting. So picked them all up, and now I'm on round 3 here of the skirt. Let me show you what my stitches are looking like. So it is still very voluminous. I think this is going to be lovely, but yeah, it's not quite those 600 stitches. I will say with the because the elastic I cinched, I decided to pull it to see if I liked the fit, and I do. But now that the elastic is cinched, it is making it a pain in the ass right now to knit because there's plenty of stitches to use the length of cable that I have, but the elastic is holding everything together. So once I get a few more rows, we'll get away from the elastic and it won't matter. But yeah, I'm just going to be knitting in the round forever until the skirt is done. I I do really like it. I think I am limited in the amount of ways that I can tie this because, like I said, I didn't do the cups as big as I needed to. The width isn't as wide for some of them, but I can still style it like just 3 ways that I tried right there. And I think there are a couple others if I want to get creative. And honestly, it looks so cool with these long straps just cascading down your back. I'm like, this is gorgeous. So I'm pretty pumped with how it's turning out. I think the next color I'm going to do, so all of this was made with just the first 6 minis. Now that I have 400 stitches, I'm like, I'm feeling good. I think it should be fine because I have 24 minis left, but you never know with 400 stitches. I could probably do the math, but I like to live life on the edge, so I won't. This is day 7's yarn. It's so pretty. And I think this is the next color I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and wind up the next 6 mini skeins just into regular balls. I don't need to separate them into halvesies. So I'll wind these up. I have reached the end of my 6th mini, and yeah, the check-ins are gonna be real easy from now on because I'm just gonna show you how much length I have. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to turn out not exactly as I pictured, but well. So I will pop in a picture here just so you can see what the dress looks like at this moment. And yeah, I'll keep popping in to let you know, but I think it's smooth sailing from here on out. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Okay. Okay, today is July 18th. We are by no means done, but it's looking like a dress. Turn this and tilt it. Oh. Hoping I'm not flashing anyone. So this is day 16's yarn of the Advent. I don't have this tied at all. But yeah, you can see the colors fading through. Turn. I haven't tied the elastic. I think I can cinch the elastic a little bit snugger on the sides. And I am thinking, because of how narrow I made the cups, again, if I could go back, I would change a few things already, but I still think it's awesome. And for this dress challenge, I'm super pumped. But I do think I'm gonna put little chains here to kind of hold the sides of the cup in place that are gonna tie behind the back, just to give it a little extra security. But I think it's looking gorgeous. It's so cool and bright and fun and colorful. I'm intrigued to see, I do have it on a, one of the, why can't I, tubies, the little tubie holder. I'm intrigued to see like when it's all able to like, cause even with the tubie in, it's still bunched up in certain places. So I think I could have gone with less stitches around the body. Doing the math, I think I had 20 inches of positive ease for this skirt. So I think maybe I could have done a little less, like maybe like 15 inches would have been better. Just to have a few less stitches, but you never know. Whenever it's all done and I actually see it flowy, maybe it'll just be like epic. But yeah, I'm really loving it so far. I will, hope I'm not showing you guys my ass. I'm gonna keep going. As I said, today is the 18th. Each day I'm hoping to get through like 2 to 3 mini skeins, which would put me ahead of schedule. I do think, so what am I on? I said day 16. So I have 14 mini skeins left. Each mini skein is getting me like 1.5 inches, but this is also unblocked. So I don't know if it's going to be completely floor length, but I do think it's going to be long. Like it'll still be in the maxi realm. Like trying to think, like if I have another like 20 inches plus. Yeah, it should go at least below my knees, but I'm thinking it'll probably be more. So we'll see when I get to that point. I will block it, and if I need to borrow some minis from another section to like get it all the way to the floor, or if I like the length, we'll just stop. But this is your July 18th update. The colors are so great. Like, it really is so much fun to just work 20 grams each section and then have like a new fun color to do. So I'll keep working. It's a pool day. Hi, baby.
Hi.
We're just hanging out in the pool, and I'm using this lovely, this is actually my blocking bin, but it works as a really nice little pool floaty in here as I work on my dress. So today is July 21st. I did not get as far this weekend as I was hoping. We had some Rudy things come up. He had some really hard days, but he's having a good day today.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the pool. And yeah, I'm on day, I can't remember if this is 18 or 19. But I'm hoping today to get through maybe day 20, maybe day 21 if I'm super ambitious. It's early yet in the afternoon. So working on this, but I'm still feeling probably a little too boldly confident that I can finish this in time. All right. Love you, baby.
No, you too.
Do you think I can do it?
Yeah, you can do it.
You believe in me?
Yeah, because July has 31 days.
It does have 31 days.
Yeah.
Do you think I'll have a fully finished dress with all 30 skeins of yarn in 31 days?
Sure.
That's not yet. Sure is your asshole response.
No.
All right. Well, we're gonna try. Y'all, it is July 27th, and I am on day 27 of my yarn for this 1 month dress challenge. And so I just started day 27 because when I finished day 26 and I held it up, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a try on just to see where I'm at, just to see what's actually happening. I wish I would have remembered to grab this camera, but I did have my phone with me, so let me just pop in the pictures. Seriously, like the first look on my face, that's how I felt, and then I was so excited. So excited. So, like, are we basically done? Maybe. It's possible. I have decided, because I was at the end of the mini skein for day 26. So I wound up day 27, and we're gonna do, I think, how many rows did I say I was averaging? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 8 to 9 rows in each mini colorway. Is it 8 to 9? Some of them look like more because like some of the mini skeins like faded so well. Let me see this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think it's like between 8 and 10 rows. Somewhere in there. It's hard for me to tell with like where some of the color changes are, but I think it might be like 8 to 9 rows. Also where the change happens, because I'm not doing them at the stitch marker. It's just wherever they fall, they fall. So some of them might look a little longer. So what I think I'm gonna do is 5 rows of this colorway 27, and then I'm gonna block it. I'm gonna block it, and I think, if you saw where it is now, I actually think it's gonna hit my ankles or my feet whenever it blocks out, because I am using a very loose kind of tension, and like when I just pull on it to see like, oh, and with the weight of the dress, I think we might be there.
and I don't want it too long. Like I don't want it dragging on the ground. So yeah, I'm gonna block, and then hopefully I'm loving the length and we can bind off. Now that means we'll have bound off with day 27. There might be a little bit of day 27 left. What am I gonna do with days 28, 29, and 30? So glad you asked. I think I'm going to make myself a thin headscarf that I can wear with the dress. So kind of how the straps are. I might even make them just the same length and width, just like a stockinette. Like how freaking cute would that be? With the last 3 days, so that the project is still like together. I can wear them together. I can wear them separate. I get 2 projects in one. I think that'll be really cute and a way to use up all of the minis. I think we're gonna do it, y'all. I hope that there's not more footage after this where I'm like, well, we didn't make it. But yeah, we'll see. I have, what is today? The 27th? Is that what I said? Yes, today's the 27th. So the 20th, 29th, 30th, 31st. I have 4 days left. 4 days to finish, block, bind off, weave in ends, and get some photos. Oh, and there's one more little thing that I might create for the sides. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that too. I'll explain it when I get there. So there is maybe a little extra, and making the headscarf. Now I'm nervous. Now whenever I actually say it, I'm a little nervous. We'll see. Anyways, I have no idea. I've been thinking about looking at all of the segments for this video. I hope this video is not like an hour and a half long. I'm really sorry if it is. If it is, it is. I don't care. I worked really hard on this. But yeah, I will check in with you guys very soon, hopefully with either just some footage of it blocking, hopefully with a finished dress. Maybe we'll be on the beach. Nobody knows. Thanks for joining me even this far. Wish me luck. Couldn't resist while finishing up. Yeah. All right, y'all. It's July 31st. Do we think we did it? We did. I will get a better view for you soon, but the sun's about to come up in just a few minutes. And there are a whole pod of dolphins out here. I'm sure they're dolphins. Their little backs are coming up and they're going like this. There are a few other fins that I'm choosing to believe are not sharks. But yeah, just a whole pod of dolphins. It is incredible and beautiful. I'm gonna get some photos as the sun comes up with my phone. I might pop in a few here. I'll definitely set up the GoPro tripod to give you the full view of the dress, but we did it. We fucking did it, y'all. Go July, go me. All right, let's see if we can get the dress at this angle. I think it's backlit. Pitch it this way. Ah, fuck you. Just broke my tripod. I am playing a dangerous game. Not a bad way to end this video. If I didn't yet, let me insert photos. 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 I'm obsessed. Can you tell I'm obsessed? I'm obsessed. I did it. I got the pictures. They were beautiful. It was a gorgeous sunrise. Some pinks, some oranges. I decided to come to Cape Canaveral seashore. It's a more not natural beach, but it is a national park, so it's just a bit more rustic than my usual Cocoa Beach that I go to. And if you're doing wardrobe changes, it's really easy to come to Playa Linda Beach because it's a nude beach. so I was able to change quickly and get some pictures. I was laughing though, in some of my videos and photos I had people cheering me on, so love the enthusiasm. People are very kind here. But y'all, I can't believe we did it. In less than 30 days, a dress was made. I also made this really cute, I have an end tucked there. I'm calling this the Island Girl headscarf because Bree's countdown calendar was the Island Girl countdown calendar. And I feel like this is a great headscarf to take to the beach and on vacation. There's so many different ways to tie it. This will be a free pattern for my Ko-fi subscribers by the time this video comes out. So it's simple, easy peasy, but if you want to snag it, you can join my Ko-fi in the Self-Love Club tier or higher. Yeah, this wasn't necessarily the dress that I set out to create, but I absolutely love it. I think it turned out amazingly. I'm so proud of myself. This was a challenging month and I did it. I do think I learned a lot for the construction of this kind of multi-way, multi-use, not multi-use, it's a dress, but this multi-way dress. So you can probably look forward in the future to a second sample that will have wider straps at the top, coming down, more side boob coverage. It will still be very booby because who are you talking to? But I'm trying to figure out some ways that this could either be a tutorial here on YouTube or that it could be a pattern, because all of my patterns are size inclusive. I want to make sure that if I say an advent can be used with it, that within the pattern, you know exactly what you can do with your height and your body measurements, like what your options are for creating things. So there's my hang up to thinking that like, oh yeah, this will be easy. I don't think it'll be easy. I don't think it'll be that hard, but I think it will be a challenge, but we'll see. I think I might be up to it. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, if you stuck it out or whether you just fast forwarded to the end. Thanks for coming along with me. Let me know if you'd like me to do more challenges like this. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you think a friend would like this, go ahead and share it with them, and I will see y'all next time.